insights that you gather.
Welcome to this week number 8. I hope you are enjoying all the process. So today, because we are dealing with implementation processes, we invited Professor Elizabeth Ramos. She's a researcher at the Public Health Institute of the University of Porto. She's also a professor at the Faculty of Medicine of the same university. She recently became the first woman to assume the presidency of the Portuguese Association of Epidemiology. Research has been supported by the EpiTeam cohort, a longitudinal study which has been monitoring since 2003 a group of individuals who were born in 1990. Based on the data collected in this project, it has been possible to provide essential information for the planning of health promotion measures, and that's why she's our guest today. Welcome, Professor Elizabeth. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much for your invitation. First of all, I would like to congratulate Professor Tiago Rocha and Professor Antonio Coelho and also Hernani Zem to do this and to implement these course, these sessions that are very, very interesting. And of course, to invite me to be here, that it's an honor for me be here with you. I'm thinking that you are seeing my slides. It's okay?
Yes.
I try to talk with you, not exactly what you found in books, because everybody could read books and understood what is in books, but I try to use these minutes in order to give you one of our experiences, more than talking in solutions, talking in some of the problems in order to implement it, especially related with evaluation. That is one of the parts that in health promotion usually is forgotten. So, first of all, a little bit regarding, as Hernani has said, my course starts with my degree in nutrition here in Porto University, and later I did my master and my PhD in public health. And the main focus for my research, that as Hernani said, is related with the EpiTeam cohort, is essentially about obesity, both their consequences and their determinants, of course, in order to understood the impact and also which could be the factors to change, and related with that, health-related behaviors, because most of them are related, and so change one, it's changing the others, especially among adolescents, that it's one of the issues. Regarding specific health promotion, we did two big, I think I could say that two big issues. One, that it's related with school activities, because most of the time schools ask us to organize some activities with them, and the other part that I talk to talk with you, it's this idea to develop municipal health plans, that it's a new project and a new program here in Portugal. So, talking about health promotion, that it's more or less related with the other things, and we have always this idea about a circle. We start with evaluation, and it's for that evaluation is a key issue, because we start with that, but also we finish with that in order to start again another circle. So to evaluate needs and also the resources, because that is a very important issue when we are talking about the community, that is understood which are their resources. Of course, it's impossible work with all the needs, so we need to do some priorities. understood which are the priorities to define which are our objectives and goals, after implement and again evaluate the program. So since most of the times probably you are working about the idea about design the project and implementation, both for health promotion or specific for communication or literacy, that is one of the parts relevant, a key part in health promotion. I will try to speak a little more about this idea about the goals, the objectives, and to evaluate these questions. So thinking in this idea about how to do that, the key issue about design and define which are our measures, which are our objectives, it's a key factor to evaluate our project, to identify if we accomplish with which are the objectives, which are the aim of our project, but also we have another very important question here, that is identify the obstacles and the things that are less well done, because identify the things that we need to change. It's very, very important in order to make it better. If you remember the idea of a circle, always we need to make it better, because the things never become the ends in this way. Sometimes are not ourselves that we will do the second part, but we expect that someone will do this second part. And how to do that, or how to define that? And one of the points is you could find different names or different words to these kind of issues, because depending of if you are talking about nutrition, or if you are talking about communication, or if you are talking with someone that is from economics, probably we will have different words for the same idea. The point is, independent of the name that we did to each of the actions, always we need to do that. And what we need to do when we are planning a project to do some kind of intervention. First of all, one of the things that we could define is our purpose or our mission, which is this idea. This is the idea of which is our contribution, even if our project doesn't change specific this issue. As an example, if you are doing an activity, a project related to literacy, for instance, diet or food intake literacy, to improve food intake literacy, you will change this issue, the literacy in this theme, but you know that you are doing that in order to achieve something that is bigger than that. For instance, you are trying to achieve improve the risk factors for cardiovascular disease, or decrease the incidence of cardiovascular disease. In this way, decrease incidence of cardiovascular disease is not an objective of your project, but is something, it's your purpose, is a mission, is something for which you are doing some contribution, okay? So, what I name as objective, that sometimes you saw with the other names. The idea of the objective is exactly the effect that you intend to do with your project. That means, for instance, increase literacy on physical activity, for instance. This is your objective. Why we need to put here goals, or why we need to define measurable objectives, that is another way to say that, is because in order to evaluate if I achieve my objectives, I need to say, for how much I intend to increase the literacy, because it's different if I'm doing a project only to increase the literacy from one person, that it's enough to decide that the project achieve the objectives, or I need to define an amount of increasing. And is this the idea of the goals? The measurable goal in this way is defining what I need to increase, or which is the level that I want to increase. And that it's important to evaluate the effect of my intervention. After that, I need also to evaluate my intervention by itself, which means define goals or define objectives to the implementation, to the activities that I did. That means I need to evaluate not only the final effect of my project, but also the process. If the activities that I decide to do are well done or not. And if not, why? Which are the problems? And in this way, this point is the point that will make possible become better. If we don't evaluate the things that are not so well done, we can't become better. And in this way, when we define objectives, we need to be smart. What means that smart? Means that the objective needs to be specific. What means specific? Means that needs to have to be understandable. Means that, for instance, it's impossible saying something like increasing health literacy, because health literacy is so big. There are so many topics related with that will be very difficult understood exactly which you will work. So in this way, you need to put it more specific. I need to increase literacy on physical activity, on cancer, on other things. So be specific. The other point needs to be measurable. So you need to select an objective that at the end we can't evaluate, we could evaluate. And achievable and realistic. What means that? Of course, all of us will decide, or we would like that all the participants increase their literacy, but that it's impossible, because we know that only one part will really change. Or if we have only 1 year to do our project, it will be impossible to achieve objectives that needs 3 years. So in this way, we need to be very realistic in order to define our objectives. And the other point, of course, all the objectives need to be related with some time. So they need to be timely. So in this point, this is only one example to give you one idea about what I'm talking, for instance, about measurable. For instance, if you saw in this table, the first line, we are talking about introducing, creating, advocate. These verbs are impossible to be measured. They are unmeasurable. So these kind of words are impossible to be used to define objectives. These verbs are used to define which will be our strategy to achieve our objective, not to define our objective. The second line, you could see verbs that are related with things that are measurable: increase, improve, strongness. These kind of things could help us to evaluate objectives like decrease or reduce or eliminate. Eliminate, it's a thing that it's difficult, or Only in very few occasions we could use eliminate, because most of the times eliminate it's not realistic, and it's only for that point. So to give you an idea about the example that I will talk with you. In Portugal last year, so before the pandemics, that it's not put in action because pandemics create here a problem, but before that, the government start a process in order to transfer some competencies from the national level to the municipality levels regarding with health. And in this part, one of the issues that has been transferred is the idea that health promotion should be designed and developed to the municipality level. And in this way, we need to define, we start working with a municipality here in Porto, with Porto, but also with Valongo, that it's closer to Porto. And this is the example that I take to talk with you before. And for define our theoretical approach to the municipality plan, we start with this idea that comes from the WHO that is trying to achieve in 2025 these targets that are defined as key factors in order to reduce non-communicable diseases. So some of them, or most of them, are related with behaviors, and some of them are related with healthcare. In this way, we define for this municipality plan these 8 strategic objectives. So reducing consumption of alcohol and tobacco, reduce physical activity and improve food intake, reverse the evolution of obesity, of the prevalence of obesity, reduce exhalation factors, because a key problem in elderly people is this idea of isolation, improve mental health, decrease violence, improve health communication and literacy, that is a key point and where we need your help, and of course improve access to healthcare. Why I put here this example? Because, as I said to you, if we have objectives, we need to define our goals. Which are the objectives, which are the measurable objectives that we decide for each of these objectives. Of course, I select only those that are related with behaviors and lifestyles, because the 8 are too much to present to you. And you can see here that we define as our goals the same goals that are defined by WHO for the same period of time, because this plan is also for 2025. But that creates a problem. Why? Because, at least in Portugal, when we are working with municipality level, we didn't have lots of healthcare indicators. For national level, we have indicators regarding physical activity, diet, and tobacco use and alcohol use. However, when we go to the municipality level, in general, we don't have this kind of data. And most of the times, what we have are only related with diseases by itself, which are not the good way to measure these behaviors, because that represents only a small part of all the problems. Sorry, because this is not in English, but you have here the list of the most common diseases in this municipality. So if we have a problem, we need to find solutions. And what we need to do in order to evaluate these kind of things. And here, the first solution that we present to the municipality is try to design and develop a study, a population-based study in healthcare unities in order to evaluate, of course, previous we implement our project, and of course at least a second at the end in order to evaluate which is the impact of all the activities that we did. The cost that we estimate is around 20,000 euros at each of the wave, and the municipality say us, we don't have this money, so that it's not a solution. The second approach that we intend in order to solve this problem is related to do it through schools, because in the healthcare unities we will need interviewers to did the questionnaires, and through health schools we will decide to send these questionnaires to the parents, or in paper, or in doing it by a link, which will decrease a lot the amount of money related with this evaluation. That could be a solution. The problem is we need to design another study in order to evaluate elderly people, because through schools we could evaluate the parents of these children, but it will be impossible to evaluate the elderly of this municipality. So at this moment we are in this part. We are designing a project that is based in schools in order to evaluate children and middle-aged population, and we need to design a smaller project to evaluate elderly in order to do this first evaluation and to define what will be the way to create that intervention after. So that are related with interventions that are to evaluate the effects. So we will evaluate at the beginning and at the end in order to evaluate the effect of this plan, this municipality plan, but also we need to evaluate goals for implementation, so goals for process. And here, sorry, because I didn't have time to translate all this table. This is the summary of one of the activities that has defined for the municipality, that it's related with reduce soft drinks in children. It will be done in schools with the teachers and with parents and with the children. And what you can see below is that idea that we have here the goals of implementation related with 2 moments, and you can see here that this time it's not accomplished, because all the implementation of the project, this plan is postponed, first because it will be difficult to present, and after because of the pandemic of COVID that imposed us some limitations. And really we are in the first phase and not in the implementation phase of this point. The additional challenge that we have in order to prepare an activity on these kinds of things is related with making people from different backgrounds and settings talking with each other. The first, our Institute of Public Health, with the municipality, because we realized that the way that each of us saw the health problems and the behaviors related with the health problems is completely different. And also the way that we implement things are also completely different. And after that, to make some of the elements that don't work together, usually making or working all of them to the same objective, both related with the organizations and associations of the territory. That means, for instance, the schools, the ONG, and other kind of structures. Now we are implement one with the cooperative of agricultors in order to put more accessible fruits and vegetables, and is doing very well, but it's challenging. Talking with citizens, and Valongo, it's a very hard municipality to work, because the population is very different. Valongo have some places that are real urban places with the population that is young and most of them well educated, but also that they have part of the municipality that is completely rural, and that it's a challenge, because what are the communication or the sentence that we could use in one context need to be completely different in another context. And we saw it, for instance, when we talk with different schools in the same municipality. After that, we have also another point, that is, of course, if we are talking about a health plan for the municipality, it's impossible to implement a health plan without working with the healthcare institutions in this municipality. And in this way, then all of them are very, very committed with this plan. The big problem is, as you saw all days in the news, it's impossible to have time from their professionals in order to help us to do this kind of activities. So this is the other big challenge: put all these people talking together and implement all these facts. So thank you very much for your time. I hope that I talk about some of your points with interest. And of course, I'm here to talk with you and answer your questions.
Thank you so much, Professor Elizabeth,